Let me just say this, you'd think defeating an ancient shadow creature made of lost names would buy you some vacation time. Nope. 1 month later, my toaster tried to eat me again. I was pouring myself a cup of coffee when the wall to my kitchen melted. Like, full-on liquefied into a doorway. Out stepped Mona Delacroix, wearing sunglasses shaped like crescent moons and holding a ferret in a wizard hat. "Jason," she said. "We have a problem. I haven't even had my caffeine yet. Your name is missing again." I looked down at my own driver's license. The name, classified. Mona tossed a file on the table. Inside, photos. Articles. Case files. People who remembered me, all of them now listing different names. Jacob Blank, Jonas Bright, Jay Black. None of them me. Even Lila's phone contact list had changed me to a known number. "What's doing this?" I asked. Mona looked grim. "The Nameless Man is awake." According to Mona, the Nameless Man is a legend. Older than language. A being that exists between names, feeding off identity, memory, and self. He wasn't created. He was left behind when the world was formed. A hole with teeth. "If you disappear again," Mona warned, "it won't be like last time. There'll be no anchor, no memory. Just nothing." "So what do we do?" Maxwell kicked in the door literally and said, "We hunt the bastard down." Our first clue came from Division 8. Yes, the same secret government agency that tried to kidnap me. Turns out, they still keep tabs on anything name-based. And their Manhattan branch had recently gone quiet. We drove there in Maxwell's Buick. 8 hours of Leela singing to thousands pop, and me trying not to freak out about fading from existence. We arrived at midnight. The building was empty. Frozen in time. And in the basement, a mirror. Same as before. But this one reflected no one. While exploring the sublevels, we found him. Sitting in a chair. Wearing a black three-piece suit, bald. Eyes like empty notebooks. He looked up as we entered. "Jason Blake," he said, calm as a whisper. "I've been looking for you." "Cool. Have you tried texting?" He stood slowly. "You have a name that was never meant to exist." "I don't follow. You weren't supposed to be born." "Well, that's a hell of a thing to say." He showed us something, an ancient scroll locked in glass. It had a list of all allowed names. The names of existence. Mine wasn't on it. "Your name," he said, "was made up by accident. A loophole." "Your mother spoke it aloud while passing a nexus point." "What the hell is a nexus point?" I asked. Mona paled. "Where reality folds. Where unapproved things leak through. So I'm a glitch." "Not a glitch," said the Nameless Man. "A threat. If you exist, others can too." And written once, he moved fast. Shadow tendrils shot from his sleeves and hit Leela, pinning her to the wall. Maxwell threw a knife. Mona snapped her fingers and exploded the air. I ran straight at him. He caught me by the throat and whispered, "Give me your name, and I will let you remember your father again." Tempting. So tempting. But I grinned. "Nice try, Voldemort," and I bit his wrist. As he screamed, Mona tossed me a glowing orb. "This is your anchor now," she shouted. "Think of who you are. Speak your name. Claim it." I closed my eyes. Remembered every dumb choice. Every joke. Every failure. Every time I saved someone. Every time I almost quit. I stood up. "My name is Jason Blake. And I'm not going anywhere." The room shattered like glass. The Nameless Man exploded into letters. And the scroll. It added a new name. Mine. I woke up in my bed. No portals. No shadows. Just peace. Mona called 2 hours later. "Well," she asked. "I still have a name." "Good. Don't lose it again." I'm out of ferret-sized wizard hats. 3 weeks later, Maxwell handed me a file. "Haunted bowling alley," he said. Ghost of a guy who never finished his game. Leela was already putting on her shoes. I call the first punch. I grabbed my jacket. Looked at the logo on the door of Blake and Quinn Investigations and smiled. Name or no name, this is who I am, and I'm just getting started.